Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. Certainly glad you've tuned in. And as always, the Missouri State Highway Patrol reminds us to take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Be safe, be smart, and be here tomorrow. Also presented by Great Southern Bank. Great Southern Bank with more than 100 locations in 6 states. Great Southern Bank, they care as much about your money as you do. Great Southern Bank, understanding what really matters. Member FDIC. Also presented by 417 Navigator. 417navigator.com. We go to Lebanon High School and the Lady Yellow Jackets Lebanon girls swim team. We'll visit now with head coach David Krev. Coach Krev, thanks so much for your time today.
No problem. Glad to do this.
Coach, you guys have had a pretty good season up to this point. This is the Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks Athletes of the Week segment presented by the Missouri State Highway Patrol. Tell us a little bit about your season up to this point.
Season's been really great. This is my first season coaching. I have to tell you, I didn't volunteer for this job. Someone had to coach it, and it's kind of like one of those, we need a volunteer, and everybody else stepped backwards, and I wasn't paying attention, which is usually my case. And I'm glad I was the stuckee. These ladies have really performed well, exceeding my expectations almost at every single meet. We've taken first place 3 times. We were second place by 6 points twice. And at the Springfield Invite, where there were 34 schools, I wasn't expecting to be anywhere near the top, and we just missed 5th place by 6 points. They're swimming really, really well. I'm really proud of them.
And as I understand, maybe set a couple of maybe school records in the process.
Definitely. I think it's 5 school records. The relays have all broken every record. 4 of them have set 3 school relays. I've lost track of how many individual school records they've set because it's just hard keeping up with them.
Coach, give me an idea, or give the viewers an idea of what it's like. Where do you practice? How often can you get in a pool? And what do practices times look like?
We practice at the Lebanon Y, Monday through Friday, 3:30 to 5:30. I don't know. I'll let them describe the workouts. I keep them going. They're always huffing and puffing. The fun part about coaching them is no matter what I do to them in practice, they always finish with a smile, which makes it the highlight of my day. I love going to practice with them because they'll do whatever I ask them to do, and they finish with a smile on their face. It makes it really great to coach them.
Well, and I can see them all in the background, and just my interaction over the last 10 minutes has been very, very positive.
They are absolutely always positive, except when I tell them what they're going to do in an event, I have problems with them going, I don't think I can do that, which is one way to trigger me and to go crazy. But we're working on that.
You've got a couple of seniors there sitting just behind you, Ella and Sadie, and if they'd like to come up, well, I'd like to visit with them if that'd be okay.
That is great.
Ella, Sadie, how are you guys?
Pretty good.
Ella, we'll start with Ella now. You guys are the only 2 seniors on the team?
Okay. 2 of us this year.
All right. Ella, tell us a little bit about how long have you been involved with swimming and what got you involved?
So when I was little, my older sister swam on the Y team, and I did not want to do that. That was I vehemently did not want to do that. And so I didn't do that, and then I started running on the cross country team when I got to high school, and my sister convinced me to do swim in the off season, and I kind of fell in love with it and have been doing it all 4 years of high school. So.
What's your favorite part about meet day? What do you enjoy the most when you're going to a meet?
I think probably getting to spend time with like the other girls on the team. It's always so fun because you get to ride the bus up there, and then you have a meet, and either it goes well or it doesn't. But either way, you just ride the bus back with a bunch of your friends, and you get to spend time with your friends while you're there, and hopefully you get to go faster and have something to be proud of yourself for too.
Ella, tell us a little bit about what events you swim.
So I normally do like longer distance. So I do the 200 free, and the 500 free. I'm normally in the 400 free relay, so that's 4 people, and we all swim 100 free. And then I've swam all of the events at least once, but those are definitely my favorites, the ones I like best.
Do you have a single favorite event?
Probably the 500 is my favorite.
And we talk a lot to kids that maybe are playing basketball or football or baseball or whatever, that they have maybe a favorite park or a favorite gymnasium they like to participate in. Do you find that maybe do you have a favorite pool to swim in?
Yeah, the Monette pool, the Monette YMCA is like really pretty, and they have a huge 8-lane pool, and I don't know, that was my favorite.
Any events this year that you've set PRs in, personal records?
Yeah, I've got a PR in my 200 and my 500. I've PR'd in my 50, and I don't know if it counts as a PR because I swam it for the first time this year, but I swam it twice, so and I got a PR both times in the 100 fly. So.
Very good. Well, introduce Sadie and tell me a little bit about her.
Okay, so this is Sadie. We've been friends for a long time, and we kind of joined the swim team together freshman year. So we've been doing it together for 4 years now. And she likes to swim she likes to swim fly and breaststroke. Those are her favorites. So yeah, this is Sadie, my senior.
Sadie, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Good. Tell us a little bit about how you got involved in swimming and what maybe that those one or two people that maybe pushed you towards it and you're happy they did.
So, like Ella said, we've been friends for a long time. And the summer before my freshman year, I decided I wanted to play a sport. And I knew Ella was joining the summer swim team league, so I decided to do that with her because I had never swam competitively before. And Coach Krev was actually the one who taught me how to swim competitively. And the first day I came to practice, I had not eaten breakfast and had not brought my inhaler, and I ended up getting sick within the first 30 minutes of practice. And he was the one who encouraged me to get right back in the pool, and here I am 4 years later.
All right, tell us about, and Ella mentioned a couple of those events that you enjoy. What's your favorite event?
I'm gonna have to say the 100 breast. I swam it every year as one of my main events in high school, and I just always really enjoyed it.
And have you set any personal records this year?
I have set a personal record in the 100 breast and the 100 fly.
And again, what do you have a favorite pool that you enjoy swimming in?
I do. So last year, the first time we ever swam at the Mizzou pool was on a 2-day meet last year. And we haven't swam there this year, but last year we had one meet there, and it was just a phenomenal pool. It was very pretty. The water temperature was amazing, and it just felt really smooth. So that was definitely my favorite pool.
Do you find that you maybe look forward to certain events because you're going to swim against certain teams or certain people, or I mean, are you looking forward to certain events coming throughout the year?
Yeah. Ella used to swim the 100 breast, and she still does occasionally. And our times aren't super far apart, so every once in a while when she swims it, we end up in the same heat. And those are definitely my favorite because that means we get to race each other, and she usually beats me, but it still gives me a lot of fun competition.
We'll go back to Ella for just a second, and I'm going to ask both of you the same question. Ella, if you could get in a time machine and go back to that Ella in the 8th grade and give yourself some advice based on what you know now as a senior, what advice would you go back and give yourself?
I think it would be to remember to enjoy everything, because even like the super hard workouts that you just don't want to do and would rather be doing anything else are going to be over, and they're going to make you better. And if you can enjoy it while you're in it, it'll make it so much easier.
All right, Sadie, same question. If you could go back to that 8th grader and give her some advice, what would that be?
Honestly, I think I would tell her to, if it's regarding swim, I would tell her to try new things. Just this year, me and Ella both had one event that we had never swam before. For her it was the 200 IM, and for me it was the 500. And I had never swam it until this year, and I regretted not swimming it beforehand because I really liked it the one time I did. So I think it would have been to try new things while I still have the time.
How many freshmen are in the room? Raise your hands if you're a freshman. Were you paying attention? All right. All right. Sadie, as I told you before we started this, I was going to let you pick the next two victims, so to speak, to come up and take those seats. So you get to pick them, introduce them, and tell me a little bit about them.
Okay, I'm gonna have to pick Lucy Huff, who's back there, and Missy Mizell, who is over there. And both of them have swam for much longer than I think anyone on this team. So
And
I
you
think
said Lucy and Mickey?
Missy.
Missy. Okay, I'm sorry. Well, how come they're not waking their chair? And you are?
I'm Lucy.
Okay. Lucy, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Tell us a little bit about the events that you swim.
I swim pretty much everything, but my favorite is the 50 free and the 100 breast.
What got you involved in swimming and how long have you been involved?
I've been involved in swim since I was 5 because I was in swim lessons and the swim instructor told my mom that I was good at it and that I should be on the team, and so I joined the Y team and I've just been doing it ever since.
Do you have a favorite event?
Probably the 50 free or the 100 IM, but the 100 IM isn't an event in high school season, but it's fun.
And have you set any PRs this year?
I set a PR in the 200 IM and the 100 breaststroke. I think that's it. Oh, and the 100 backstroke.
Okay. And do you have a favorite pool to swim in? I didn't realize the water temperature made so much difference, but Sadie was sold on that in at Missouri.
I don't think I have a favorite pool. I've swam in a lot of pools throughout my life. I think I like the Knoxville University of Tennessee's pool. It's cool.
All right. Very good. Now, Missy's beside you. Tell us a little bit about Missy.
Me and Missy have been swimming together for a while. She used to be on the YMCA team too, and then she has just started going off. Like she's been improving so much since her freshman year, and she likes backstroke and freestyle.
All right. Missy, how are you today?
Good.
And again, we're visiting with the Lebanon women's swim team here on our Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks Athletes of the Week segment presented by the Missouri State Highway Patrol. Missy, what events do you swim?
I swim 100 backstroke and 50 freestyle.
Which of those two is your favorite?
I don't know. I like them both equally. I couldn't choose.
Dramatic then. I mean, you like both of them. What do you set any PRs this year?
Yeah, I set a PR in the 500, which I swam for the first time. The 200 IM and the 100 butterfly.
Give the viewers an idea of what a typical day is like, from the morning through the end of practice. I understand obviously with the calories that you guys burn, and I've read stories. I don't know that, but that obviously you have to burn a lot of calories with your training. What's a typical day look like for you?
Well, I wake up. I I try to get a lot of sleep, but I wake up and I eat some breakfast, and then I come to school. My diet's not that good. Um, but then I try to eat something before swim, like a yogurt or like a bar or something, just to give me energy through practice, since Krev works us pretty hard. And then I go home and
Are there matches or meets throughout the season that you kind of put a mental check mark by and say I'm looking forward to this one because I know someone you're going to be swimming against, or you like the pool, or it's a rivalry.
Yeah, definitely. Some of the bigger meets, when there's a prelims and a finals, I look forward to that more because you get to swim twice, and finals is always a bit more competitive, so it's just like, it's really exciting.
Well, on behalf of Chevrolet and the Missouri Sports Network, as along with presented by the Missouri State Highway Patrol, congratulations on being part of the Athletes of the Week segment.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
Lucy, I will let you now pick the next two victims.
I'll pick Alexis and Addie.
And Addie, come on down. All right, Alexis. Which is Alexis?
Alexis.
All right. Alexis, thanks for coming over, and hope you're doing well today. What events do you swim?
I swim the 50 free and the 100 free.
Okay, do you have a favorite between those two?
I like the 50 free because it's shorter, and I don't know, I feel like it's more sprinting, I guess, than the 100 free.
Give me an idea of, or not me, give everyone an idea of what practice is like. Coach Krev mentioned from 3:30 to 5:30. What do you typically do? I mean, obviously, I would think you'd stretch every day, you get in the water, but what are you doing at practice?
Well, we get to the pool right after school, we change in the locker room, we come out. And sometimes Krev will talk to us about a meet or like anything coming up that weekend, about a swim meet that we need to know. Or usually we just start out and and do our warm up, and then he'll bring out the big whiteboard and he'll write down our warm up and our workout right after warm up. He'll write that down and tell us to do it. Sometimes it takes the whole practice, but we end up getting it done and we enjoy it.
That's not true.
Do you? When he brings the whiteboard out, what are things that you hope are not on there?
200s and hundreds, and really low, like, so if it's on like 3 minutes, I mean, it's pretty good because like higher the number, better. But if it's like a really low number, like a minute or something, it's pretty bad. It's not so good.
How long have you been involved in swimming?
That was probably 9, 10, I think.
What do you most enjoy about the sport?
Swimming with my friends, and on the high school team, I enjoy swimming with some girls that I've swum with since I was really young. The relay I swim on, we've swum with each other since we were really young. So it's really cool to like be in high school and swim with each other again.
And Alexis, and I didn't ask you that, but what grade are you?
I'm a junior.
Okay, well, introduce Addie and tell us a little bit about her.
This is Addie. She always has something to laugh about. She is super positive. She's very uplifting. Even if she doesn't want to do something, she still does it with a smile on her face. And she gives it her all every single workout and pushes me to be a better swimmer.
Addie, how are you today?
Good.
Where does that come from? That always being happy and always wanting to get things done?
I think it definitely helps with like hard sets and stuff, and just keeping everyone motivated.
Tell us a little bit about the events that you swim and what is your favorite?
I like to swim everything. I think my favorite is probably under 3 because it's really competitive. I don't like swimming it, but like I do at the same time. Like it's just really competitive, and I think it's fun.
Do you have a swimmer out there and maybe on your own team that you really enjoy competing against, that you look forward to those meets when that person is in the same events that you are?
I have a friend. She's on Glendale. Her name's Maya Price, and we've swam together for like 4 years, and I really like competing against her.
And how long have you been involved?
I've been swimming since I was like 7, I think.
That goes back a ways. Back a ways. What are your hopes here? I know you're just a junior, but do you have either one of you have any aspirations to swim maybe at the next level?
Yeah.
Patty?
I'm sorry, do what?
All right. Well, ladies, are there any other juniors in the room? A couple more. Why don't you introduce the next two? Or
I'm gonna do Naya and Jenna. Thank you.
thank you. Congratulations. Okay, and Maya is whom?
I'm Naya.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about the events that you swim, and which is your favorite event.
I swim the 500, the 200, and the 100 back. Um, I like 3 of them, but I think my favorite is the 500.
And how long have you been involved?
This is my first year because I'm from Spain, and I can feel like 6 months ago. I will stay like 1 year only, so this is my first and last year.
What's the difference between swimming back at home and swimming here at Lebanon?
um, in Spain, I do triathlons, that is swimming, bicycle, and running. So it's not the same at all, but the practices in Spain are short for sure and not that hard.
What has practice been like for you here in America? What's it been like?
It's long. It takes for a while. But it's fun because you get, like in Spain, we don't kick that much. And when you kick, you can talk. So I like that part.
Very good. Well, why don't you introduce Jenna and tell us a little bit about her?
Jenna is a junior. Um, she has swim, I think, for 3 years. Um, and she's really nice. She's always smiling. You can see. And she's really fun. And she loves Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Jenna, how are you today?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Tell us a little bit about what events you swim and what maybe are your most favorite events.
Great, so I swim a lot of things because I'm a little bit of a speech and debate kid and I run cross country. So I'm not able to do speech and debate during the fall season. So since swim is technically my off season, I take that time to really focus on speech and debate. So this year specifically, I've been focusing on a lot of different events and doing a lot of different things. I really don't have a favorite event or just like 1 or 2 events I do. I kind of just all over the place all the time.
All right. So how long have you been involved in swimming?
This is my 3rd year swimming.
Third year. What got you involved?
So, as I mentioned, I am a cross-country kid, and Ella, she's a year older than me, and her older sister decided and convinced me to swim with them my freshman year.
Very good. Very good. Were you guys the last two juniors in the room?
I'm not.
Think so.
Yeah.
All right. Well, very good. And again, on behalf of Chevrolet and the Missouri Sports Network, and presented by the Missouri State Highway Patrol, congratulations on being part of the Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks Athletes of the Week.
Thank you.
Step back up here real quick. We'll wrap this up, and
Thank you.
thank you. Coach, again, on behalf of the Missouri Sports Network, congratulations on your team being named the Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks Athletes of the Week, presented by the Missouri State Highway Patrol. And what have you got coming up here when the districts start? Are there districts in swimming? I'm not that familiar.
There aren't really districts. We have, our last big meet is Friday and Saturday. It's the Southwest Snow Championship meet. Anyone else would call it districts, but swimming doesn't do districts. So this is the big meet where we get our last really big shot at state qualifying times. Lucy and Missy have really good times. They're in the top 10 for the state meet in 2 weeks. Alexis and Addison joined them. They qualified all 3 relays. So they'll swim in 2 relays, and then the 3rd relay will be made up of Ella, and the 4th position, Jenna, Naya, Noah, and a couple others are fighting for that last position. That'll be determined at the meet too. So it's a really big meet for us this weekend. So we're looking forward to it.
Is there anyone in the room that didn't get to speak that wants to speak?
I'm willing to bet no, but I'll turn around and look. They're all shaking their head no.
All right. Well, I certainly appreciate you making you guys being generous with your time here today. I know you've got to get to practice here in about an hour and look for that whiteboard to come out and see what you're going to do today.
Got it planned already. Know what I'm going to do to them.
All right. Well, again, ladies in the room there, congratulations on behalf of the Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks and the Missouri State Highway Patrol. Raise your hand if you always wear your seatbelt. All right. Well, as always, the Missouri State Highway Patrol reminds us to take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Be safe, be smart, and be here tomorrow.